So for those of you who didn't see my video explaining what the Amazon Associates program is and how it's going to work with this channel, let me do a brief recap on that for a moment. So Amazon has created a program called the Amazon Associates program that helps YouTube creators such as myself in a way to monetize our channel. Because as you probably know, YouTube has become stricter and stricter about what they want to monetize on YouTube for their platform. It's becoming very hard for YouTube creators to make money from their videos the way they used to, or to grow their channels with income the way that they used to. The reason why is they're saying it's not advertiser friendly. Point in case, when you report the subjects that mainstream media doesn't talk about, it's not advertiser friendly. So they won't monetize your videos. So if you do shopping on Amazon, if you make purchases, you go to the link below, you click on it, it takes you to Amazon just like you normally would go to Amazon. You can then search for whatever product it is you wanted to buy, and by making that purchase after clicking on the link, this channel will get a commission of that sale. And it is a great way to help support this channel and help us spread our message and grow this channel so that we can reach more and more people out there. So we thank you for your support, and we hope you enjoy the video. It has finally happened. After 3 years. Oh, scratch that. Longer than 3 years. What is it now? Probably about maybe 4? Because they've been doing it ever since the man announced. CNN has finally gotten the silver bullet. And they have fired the round. And President Trump is going down. There's no coming back from this one. Oh no. No, 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 no. They have finally won the war against President Trump. It's over. It's done. He need not go back to Twitter. I'm not having issues with my eyes. I'm doing that little wink for a reason there. He need not go back to Twitter. He doesn't need to release a press statement. Doesn't need to hold a press conference before he gets on board Marine One from the White House. No. There's no need to yell at Jim Acosta this week. No. It's over. It's over, Trump. It's over. They taking you down. They have found the one thing that is going to ruin you. As a matter of fact, I think the Democrats should take this very thing and bring it up in the impeachment inquiry. It's that strong. It is that powerful. The Democrats need to use it to impeach you. Now, if any of you have not caught on to the fact that I have been highly sarcastic and just cut this video off thinking that I have finally become the super anti-Trump YouTuber, no, that's not the case. There was a lot of sarcasm in that if you didn't pick up on it. But you're probably wondering, what are you talking about? Now, some of you may have already seen this from other YouTube channels. That's fine. But CNN actually took the time to run an entire segment based on Trump's spelling errors in tweets. I kid you not. I kid you not. This is what they chalk up to news. You know what though? Enough sitting here getting only a few words out. Let's just get to the clip. Let's just get to it.
Everybody makes spelling mistakes. All right, everybody does. I do. Everybody does. But on Twitter, Donald Trump makes a lot more of them than most people. Just this week, he misspelled Republican and unfair. But those are hardly the worst examples. We have seen countless absurd spellings from the commander-in-chief. He has called showbiz shoebiz, there's hamburgers, there's the smocking gun, there's a lot of these, even misspelling his wife Melania's name. And he's been ridiculed for it by late-night comics.
I think you got a couple of typos on that shirt.
No, this was taken verbatim from one of your tweets, therefore it's correct.
That's the thing, death of truth, right? It's actually not that funny. I know English teachers are horrified by the president's poor form. Lots of other people are embarrassed by it too. But I've never seen anyone do a comprehensive study of his spelling errors or look at what they mean. So that's where FactBase comes in. FactBase is this excellent website that has every single word the president says, some other politicians as well. It looks at all of Trump's tweets, even the deleted ones, for this database of typos and other screw-ups. So we gave President Trump the full benefit of the doubt. These researchers only...
Oh, I believe that. CNN gave President Trump the full benefit of the doubt. You know what, Brian? I think you should go join late night comedy. You'd be a great fit. That was quite the joke you just told.
Counted true misspellings, homophone swaps, and incorrect multi-word phrases. So, here's what the researchers found. On average, Trump makes a spelling error at least 1 out of every 5 days. And since taking office, he's made at least 188 of them total, more than 188 spelling errors on Twitter. Now, what do we compare this to? Let's take a look at Trump's family members to compare to, let's take a look at the 2020 Democratic candidates as well, and just see how Trump compares. Well, this says it all. Someone like Andrew Yang, 14 mistakes. Bernie Sanders, 3 misspellings. Obama, 0. This is during the time since Trump took office. Donald Trump Jr. tweets a lot, so he's had 90 mistakes. But generally, all these politicians, they get it right. They're careful. They pay close attention to what they're tweeting. President Trump is really the odd man out on this, with constant misspellings on his feed. But it hasn't always been this way. Look, in 2015, only 18 misspellings, only 18 errors. But there's been a huge spike since he took office. Of course, if you can't get the small stuff right, people worry about the big stuff. And he gets a lot of the small things wrong. Look, the word he misspells most often is counsel, as in White House counsel or special counsel. FactBase found some other frequent misspellings too, like Barack Obama misspelling Barack, maybe thinking of Tom Barack instead. There's others as well. Capitol Hill he gets wrong a lot. There's a lot of these absurd errors that happen all the time. Trump often mistakes the difference between it is and it's. This is missing a difference in these words. So these are just some of the most frequent misspellings that we found. This is, of course, who can forget Kofifi and all of those. Here's Trump's numbers up against Obama's, just to give it into perspective here, because, again, everybody makes mistakes. Trump started tweeting in 2009, Obama started tweeting in 2012. If you compare their errors since joining Twitter, Trump has made 358 of those spelling mistakes, those errors. Barack Obama, 4. We could all use a proofreader, right? I think President Trump could use 2 or 3 proofreaders. When you all did this research...
Stop it. No. Cut. No more. No mas. Stop. Jesus. I really don't want to see any more of the segment. That little bit was enough for little old me. Plenty. I've had my fill, Brian. Everyone could use a proofreader, right? Yeah, Brian. Everyone could use a proofreader. You know who I've got in mind? Your frickin' news network. You need a proofreader to proofread whether or not the crap you put on your show is news. What the hell am I watching? Inside Edition? Maybe it's TMZ. Because I feel like this is some old Gossip Girl bullshit. Period. This is what news has become, people. It's not news anymore. It's a freaking joke. And it's sad. It's sad. It is really and truly sad that this is what a news network deems to call news. You know what's even worse? Is when the freaking show that this whole 3-minute, 20-second little segment here, which the segment goes on for like another minute, according to this clip I'm watching. But that 3 minutes and 20 seconds was done on a show called Reliable Sources. Reliable Sources. You're a reliable source. You're a reliable joke. Period. If all I had for the news was this, I'd rather live underneath a rock, because you know what? In that particular case, I believe ignorance would be bliss as compared to listening to you. I don't get what CNN's thought process is. I really don't. I get it. They hate President Trump. They don't like the man. They wish he was never elected president. They wish the almighty evil queen herself, Hillary, had been in the White House for the last 3 years. I get it. I get it. You're all unhappy with the outcome. But for God's sakes, if this is all you can report on, Jesus. You know, Brian, there's a lot of other issues out there that are going on in the country today that real working people, real hardworking people in this country actually give a crap about. And how many errors Donald Trump made in his tweets ain't one of them. Period. Even the people who don't like Donald Trump, this is probably at the bottom of their list of concerns. They probably got a lot of concerns in their own minds about President Trump, but I'm willing to bet that is at the bottom of the heap, man. The very freaking bottom of the heap. I don't think that concerns them in the least. No, Brian, you know some things that really concerns the American people a good deal. You know something working class people care about? Getting decent health care. There's a good one. You know something else a lot of people care about? Ending poverty. Getting our jobs, getting good paying jobs. Getting the middle class rebuilt so people can have a decent life in this country again. Getting a lot of working class people back on their feet. That stuff average working people care about. Here's another one. You know what else people might care about? The fact that there are towns in this country where people have toxic drinking water and that comes out of their taps because the pipes are so corroded that it's basically poisonous to the people. People care about things like that. You know something else people might want to know, Brian? That while the government won't provide, infrastructure, jobs, rebuilding our roads, rebuilding our bridges, rebuilding our airports, our highways, so on and so forth. While we can't build and fix these things, the Army Corps of Engineers gives us like a F every year in our infrastructure. While we can't invest in that, our military can invest in building a military base in Niger. But before we get the base, we have to build surrounding infrastructure. So we can't take care of the infrastructure in our own country with federal tax dollars, but we can go build some infrastructure in Africa for a military base. Like we need another military base, much less in the middle of Africa. That's something that people might want to hear, Brian. How their tax dollars are being wasted. You know what else? Something that people might want to hear, Brian? That a news network told one of their people to not cover the Jeffrey Epstein issue 3 years ago when they got all the information. People might want to have heard about that one too, Brian. No. You took this amount of time out of your lovely little day to talk about Donald Trump's tweeting errors. And you wonder why people think you're a freaking joke. Your news outlet, your news channel, your whole organization, and all of you news reporters are freaking jokes, and they don't trust you, and your ratings have been going so far into the freaking toilet that they're already at the public sewer by now. They're not in the toilet bowl. That thing went in, got flushed, it's out into the freaking public sewer. Okay? Y'all are done. There are plenty of YouTubers out there getting large fractions of the total viewers you're still getting, and your ratings are still going down. There's a reason why. I know you don't like it. You've been partnering up with Google and everyone else trying to fight back against YouTube platforms because you don't like the fact they're actually telling the public and the people what you people don't want to tell them because you're busy spreading this BS. You don't like it, so you try to get together with these big companies to fight back and push back and demonetize all these channels so people can't make their money. Yeah, we know the game you're playing, Brian. And you guys don't like it. I mean, it may not be you specifically, but it's your network. It's your compadres. It's your ilk. It's your type. Okay? Your pals in the news business that are pushing this whole issue. Okay? It's very clear to a lot of us what's going on here. You know that there's a lot of these YouTubers out there who are taking your stuff away. And what else did you all try as a way to try to win some of your people back? You get Anderson Cooper and Fox News got Shepard Smith and a few others start doing their own little social media newscasts, thinking you'd pull some way that way. Yeah, how'd that turn out for you? Failed. This is why people don't trust you. This is why people don't trust you. And the fact that you took the time to do this, my opinion, I think it really speaks a lot for just what sort of a pitiful shape that the news industry is in when this is all you've got to really take the time to report on. The significance of Trump's tweeting errors. Wow. Wow. And I'm sure there are a lot of people who will go to bed tonight feeling so much better because they know that when you came on today, you did your job and you informed the American public. It's pitiful, man. Freaking pitiful. All of you are nothing but jokes. When this is the only thing you can take the time to talk about. So, just another fine example of what lovely, lovely, lovely mainstream media we have, and just how much they care about the real bread and butter issues for working class America. And it's pathetic. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Independent Report. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up and like the video. Also, if you have any questions or comments that you'd like to ask, or topics you'd like us to cover, please drop a comment in the comment box below. And also, please subscribe to the channel, and if you do subscribe, ring that bell so you'll stay up to date when we drop new videos and you'll get notifications of it. And also, please support us on Patreon. Funds are going to be used to grow and improve this channel so we can reach more and more people and spread the message that the mainstream media doesn't want to tell people. We hope you'll tune in next time.